The reaction of AEW stars to WWE interest in them has been revealed. Also, a Gimmick title match has been added to Extreme Rules, and a former Ring of Honor champion is making his AEW debut tomorrow. More on that in this video. Hello, we're back again with more news. Check out our earlier news video earlier on today if you want to see us talk about the White Rabbit and all that sort of all the clues and the spookiness. It was very intriguing, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. There's multiple new clues. More clues this week than there was last week.
What could happen next? There's going to be more.
I mean, in terms of numbers, because obviously there's more clues this week than last week.
Yes, right. I see.
A lot more clues this week compared to last week.
But now we're getting away from all the cryptic stuff. We're dealing with the real world. We're dealing with shoot reality behind the scenes.
Contract tampering.
Yes. Fightful Select have reported, they've said, we can confirm that Swerve Strickland was contacted by WWE, but referred them to his attorney and had no interest in returning to the company at the time. Fightful Select also say they were given the indication that he was contacted as part of the reformed Hit Row pitch. We've seen Hit Row return to WWE TV recently. However, Fightful were told that as of now, Keith Lee has not been contacted by WWE, contrary to rumours.
Surprising.
Why would you not want Keith?
I don't know. You can't forget about him, can you?
No, you
But it's good. Swerve Strickland, what a professional guy. Getting them straight to the attorney rather than going, oh, what do you like? Eh? Oh, well, you can take me out for a meal if you want and woo me.
Maybe. Although I guess his position in AEW, he's been presented quite well.
Yeah.
He's been a tag team champion. He seems to have a story going on with his trying to make Keith evil, but Keith doesn't want to be evil as well.
No.
Now that he's lost to the Acclaimed, though.
Oh, he's gone. They're done. Swerve and Our Glory is over.
That tag team's got to be done.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Elsewhere, there's also backstage AEW reaction to talk about regarding the Malachi Black departure from Fightful again.
Yes, Malachi Black asking for his release had several higher-ups in AEW thinking that he just wanted to go out to WWE. He'd told at least one WWE talent that he wished he was there. Oh my God, could that be Zelina Vega? I'm just recklessly speculating now.
That would be one reason, wouldn't it?
I miss you, I wish I was there. No, you hang up. Yeah, that sort of thing. AEW officials also thought that the situation had been smoothed over before All Out. At least one AEW source believes that we'll end up seeing Buddy Matthews and Malachi Black back in the company within a few months, and said that AEW had no intent of releasing Black to go elsewhere last month.
Well, fair enough.
That makes complete sense.
I can understand that because he's a really talented and interesting, and I said intriguing, interesting guy in the wrestling. But also, with that roster being so stacked, it's been hard to feature him as highly as maybe they wanted to. Maybe even since the Cody feud.
It's such a weird thing to say, because the AEW roster is way too big.
Yeah, it is.
And
yeah.
we can't sit here going, no, they should release everybody, because that would be largely hypocritical, wouldn't it? But it is, especially within that, like the House of Black, the time needs to be there, like the segments need to be there on TV, because the stuff they've done with the promo packages and stuff, we've barely scratched the surface, haven't we?
The in-ring stuff's been great.
Yeah.
But, and you could say that for so many of the roster as well.
Yeah.
Never mind, eh? You've signed too many people, Tony. Now what are you going to do?
I don't know. Make Ring of Honor its own thing. I don't know. Pay them the same. Wrestle for Ring of Honor. I don't know.
Fightful also went on a report about, so the whole Bobby Fish thing, right? So everyone was saying last week that Bobby Fish had been like almost like an agent of chaos within AEW.
Oh, like Tom?
What's that?
That's what Tom calls himself.
He calls himself the agent of chaos?
Yeah.
Why do we hire him? We don't want him to be tearing this company apart.
Some might describe me to be an agent of chaos.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I can hear him now saying that now you've said it. Oh, well. Well, Bobby Fish was being a bit of a Tommy C backstage in AEW. That's what the rumours were saying on Twitter anyway, because there were reports that he was trying to lure other former members of the Undisputed Era, or he was trying to lure them away. Come on, Adam, come on, Kyle.
He'd ring Triple H, he'd go back to Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, then he'd go back to Triple H saying, yes, they'll come, and then Adam Cole and Kyle said, get away, Bobby, you crazy old man.
Well, we've got a rumour killer, Ross, which you enjoy, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Time to time.
Should I get my gun ready?
Yeah, go on.
Go on, then.
We've got a rumour killer,
I'll
everybody.
wait until you've said it, and I'll do the gun.
Right. So Fightful is saying that a popular dark Twitter, they've said, internet rumour, was that before Bobby Fish had asked Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly to leave All Elite Wrestling with him to go back to WWE, but this was vehemently denied by numerous AEW sources.
That's the rumour killer gun.
WWE sources have stated that there haven't even been talks as well between Bobby Fish and the company, so both sides are saying, no, that's not true.
Bobby Fish being a carny guy. Lots of wrestlers are carnies. You can't blame him for trying.
But he hasn't tried. That's the thing. He hasn't, yeah.
He might have tried.
Well, no, the rumour's been... You've just shot it down.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know if I believe it. I believe Bobby Fish would have tried to get the Undisputed Era back in WWE.
But now he's an Impact.
I don't know. Well, yeah, he's...
Good luck to him. Another match, we talked in the last news video about Edge challenging Finn Balor to an I Quit match at Extreme Rules. But Ross, another stipulation has been added to the card as well.
Yes, it was the opening segment of last night's Raw. Bianca Belair is in the ring with her friends Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Down come Bayley and her friends Dakota Kai and Io Sky, Damage Control, or whatever Matthew calls them, on the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast. And then we have a little bit of a back and forth. And then eventually we have a ladder match between Bianca Belair and Bayley laid out on Le Table.
Wow. This will apparently be the first time the Raw Women's title has been defended in a ladder match, and I'm excited.
You know what I'm realising about Extreme Rules? We're not having one Extreme Rules match. All of the card are Extreme Rules matches. Go on, Paul.
It's back to the way it was.
Yes.
Thank you, Triple H.
Here we go. Make them all different.
Do you remember when there was one year where, did it have none or one stipulation maybe?
Pandemic time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Rings a bell. Yeah.
But they had the horror show though in 2020. The horror show at Extreme Rules. The Eye for an Eye. The lake match.
Was that when the zombies came out?
No, that was at WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh, it all blurs into one.
The horror show was the one where Ray and Seth had to get each other's eye
the ping
out.
pong ball.
Yeah, and it was also the one where Wyatt boiled Braun Strowman in his lake in the
fair.
swamp. Yeah. Also, I think that might have been for the title.
It was, yeah, the Universal title. Because he had he slipped him LSD or something, didn't he? Because he was seeing Alexa Bliss and a massive snake as well.
Yeah, that was great. Also, an unusual gimmick match is headlining NXT tonight. Last week, there was much merriment on the podcast as we discussed a segment where Gallus were almost being like the APA. But they were in their little setup backstage where it was like a pub, but it was backstage.
Yeah.
But it was a pub. They're playing darts. Joe Coffey's like, "Fill the power Taylor!" Throwing the dart. Yeah, not a bad draw when he's trying his pint. And then
like real men do.
Yeah, and then Josh Briggs Jensen and Fallon Henley came in and went, "Oh, no, boy,
we got a pub down the road where you do the popping and not the IPA."
One of them went, "You join your card game," and Wolfgang went, "Oh, mate, Cad's table's over there." Then they all had a bit of an argument. Security got involved. Joe Coffey called one of them a virgin and said, "This is a man's pub,"
while pointing at a glass of lager.
He had to demonstrate.
Man's pub.
It's all come to a head, and tonight,
so toxic.
Josh Briggs and Briggs Jensen will face Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, but I imagine Joe will also get involved in a pub rules match.
It doesn't scream optimism, does it?
I'm excited.
Pub rules?
Yeah.
We went through this, didn't we? We all know how a pub fight goes. It starts, glass smash, crowd goes, "Way hey," when the glass smashes, then the bouncers come in, and it's split up after one hit, and that'll be it.
But we've seen pub matches in wrestling where there'll be all the tropes. There'll be someone getting slid down the bar. There'll be bottles smashed. There'll be pool cues in hands and stuff like that.
Who was it it was Judgment Day, whatever year it was? Was it 04 when that AP had the barroom set up on the entrance ramp? Brother Love was there, wasn't he? Oh, man, we've got a Brother Love pop in the pub. Fantastic. Elsewhere on NXT tonight, we'll see Mandy Rose defend the title against Fallon Henley. Oh, they're all getting the action, aren't they? All the cowboys. And Ilya Dragunov will make his in-ring return against Zion Quinn.
Oh, that's not who you want to make your in-ring return against.
Yes, it is. He's rubbish.
Run it straight.
He keeps saying he's got the X Factor, but he loses every bloody time.
He wins sometimes. I think he beat Wesley once.
Did he? Fair.
Can't remember. I really can't remember. Also, I thought when you read that out, there was no comma in that sentence, so I thought it was Mandy Rose will defend the NXT Women's title against Fallon Henley and Ilya Dragunov.
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
That'd be a great match.
Yeah. Mandy would still win.
Oh yeah, Mandy would still win.
The cerebral assassin of the modern day.
She's been really good. That's not us laughing at NXT. She has actually been really good. Crossing the divide now to AEW, because you might have seen last week, Chris Jericho beat Claudio Castagnoli to become the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
Ocho.
Yes, the Ocho, because it's his 8th world title.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is he's a sports entertainer, but he's holding the wrestling belt and all that sort of stuff.
And there's interesting stuff with Daniel Garcia, who is his son, but his son wants to leave him for another father in Bryan Danielson, because Bryan Danielson does more of the wrestling. But now the Ocho has a title that's bigger than Garcia's title, so you can use that to woo him or use it against him. We'll have to see how it goes.
Because Garcia is the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, of course. Also, Jericho's going to make his first defense of that title tomorrow night on Dynamite against former Ring of Honor World Champion Bandido. What a clash of styles.
What a clash of styles.
Yeah.
And this is, you might be sitting there thinking, because this is what my thought was initially, like, oh, another new name. Can we not just do storylines and stuff with the people who already work there? But there is a storyline here, according to someone on Twitter that I've forgotten the name of.
Okay.
Bandido apparently lost the title and never got a rematch. So this is his rematch.
So he lost it to... So he was the champion, and then I think he might have had to vacate it, or like there was an interim champion situation because of maybe the pandemic. Then he had a unification match with Gresham. Gresham won, and then I don't think he never got a rematch.
So he's getting it tomorrow night on Dynamite. Light the fuse, bring the boom.
I'll be really surprised if Bandido wins.
So would I.
Yes,
but it'll be good. It will be, as you say, it's a nice clash of styles. I think Jericho needs to bring back the Lionheart to deal with this adversary.
Can you think of who will end up beating Jericho for that Ring of Honor World title?
Maybe Garcia. I don't know.
Maybe Danielson.
The long burn, yeah.
He used to be Ring of Honor champion.
He did.
Be a cool story.
Oh, well,
there's various directions they can go.
There is.
I'm sure there'll be more stables by the time we get to that stage and people are recruiting. I'm sick of segments, right, where people are trying to recruit people.
That's all Andrade does, and it's rubbish every time.
No, he's
Press
really
10
good...
Vance, tell him where to go, will you?
He's a really good wrestler, Andrade. Let him...
I hope he goes back to Papa H.
Oh, there we go. And he can use the back
yeah.
elbow again, because he's not allowed to use that now because of Jericho. Thanks for watching this news video, everybody.
We need to thank Chris Jericho, by the way, for his conduct behind the scenes recently. He's obviously been very much a jam-up guy. So thank you, Chris.
He's demonstrated strong leadership skills, and and also for his calm demeanor at that press conference in the face of all the chaos.
He's the role model we all need, the savior in these times of strife. Thank you, Chris.
He's the Jordan Henderson of the AEW locker room. Thank you for watching this video, everybody. I've been Jack. This has been Ross. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you very soon.